Well, guys, welcome back, everyone. Today, I have the pleasure of having Mike from Suncoast Audio, and we're going to be talking about the show that he promotes, the Florida Audio Expo or International Show. I don't know what you're calling it now, Mike.
The Florida Audio International Expo, but we jokingly call it the Florida International Audio International Expo International.
Wow.
No, I'm only kidding. But no, we added the word international into the name because it truly is an international show, and there are people coming from everywhere. In fact, I just filled out 3 visas for folks to come from Vietnam. So
wow,
people from all over coming. Yeah, Switzerland, Vietnam, Germany, the UK, Canada, obviously, and many other locations. So it truly is an international show.
Now, this show happens, for those of you who do not know, next Thursday. I believe it is, what, the 17th?
No, it starts on the Friday, the 17th of February, and it goes through the weekend. So 17, 18, and 19th of February.
And that happens, where's the venue, Mike? Give us the details.
It's the Embassy Suites West Shore Hotel in Tampa. So look it up, Embassy Suites West Shore Hotel in Tampa. All of this information is available at the FloridaAudioExpo.com website. So if you need information, you can definitely refer back to that.
Perfect. Okay, so what is the entrance fee this year, Mike? I know people want to know about that.
Sure. It's $25 for one day and $35 for the weekend. We allow college students to be free, and spouses are also free. So we encourage folks to bring their wife and whatnot. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
And actually, what I like about it is that the parks are relatively close. So if they want to make a family day out of it, right?
Absolutely. Busch Gardens is right around the corner, so it's a great place to visit. You've also got the Tampa Zoo and some other attractions. There's a mall right across the street from the hotel, so a lot of guys come and they bring their wife, and the wife, will hang around the show for a bit. Maybe go over to the mall and check out some of the shops.
Nice. That's actually one of the things that I like about this show is, number one, the weather. We're having amazing weather.
Amazing. And the forecast is, mid 70s, high 70s, sunny. So, yeah.
To everyone who's watching right now, who's watching this video, I would say, I dare to say that out of all the shows we have in the United States, no show has better weather than this show. No show. I don't care where you go.
True.
Okay? None of the shows have anywhere near close the beautiful weather that we have here, in addition to all the attractions, right? Which, to your point, you can bring the wife, the kids, the uncles, you name it, significant others, and just still find a lot of stuff to do for the family.
Yeah, because absolutely true.
Because I know a lot of wives out there don't care for any of this, my wife being one of them. So she doesn't care for any of it. So she kind of just says, I'll drop you off and I'll continue with, our daughter to the parks. And that's totally fine. So there is no excuse to not make a family day out of this, for us to bond and talk about audio while our wives and significant others can go and have fun too and go shopping. So hopefully those credit cards don't get maxed out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the hotel just finished a multi-million-dollar renovation. They were almost done last year when we did the show, but they're completely finished now. So all the rooms have been redone. The lobby is really nice. The bar area is great. The restaurant and everything is fantastic. So I think people are going to really enjoy the new venue if they came in the past. The show did start in 2019.
Right.
And we did have a show in 2020 just before COVID. And then we didn't have a show in 2021. We had one last year in 22. And this year will be the largest show that we've ever had. The show has continued to grow. And this year we are looking at over 70 rooms, 78 exhibitors. We'll have vendors selling records. I know that was something that people wanted to buy, as
I'll be there.
Records and CDs. Yeah, absolutely.
My turntable's getting set up today, man.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. You'll be spinning vinyl all weekend.
Finally. Yes.
Great.
I look forward to it. Yeah.
That'll be great. And we will have seminars going on as well throughout the weekend. So for people that want to, sign up for those and attend. So we're really expanding things. We're going to have a lot of new vendors this year. TAD will be launching one of their new reference speaker.
Yes, I got a special invite. They sent me an email, private event. They want me to be there. So I will try to make it and cover that particular part of the show so that we can, I can report back to everyone. So I'm excited for that.
There's an entire laundry list of product launches that we're going to see at the show. Being the first show of the year, it's a great opportunity for manufacturers to come in and debut their new products.
Yeah, no, and I love that. I've seen a lot of narratives around as far as, like, for instance, there is this new brand, speaker brand, not new, they have been out for a minute. They're going to, hopefully, they texted me, and you may not know this, maybe nobody else knows this, they're going to be unveiling their flagship speaker.
Really?
So when I spoke to them, they said they were in that final stage, whether they're going to take the speaker or not. They feel it's ready. They want to push it out. They have never produced a speaker in the six figures. So this is going to be a big, event for them if it happens. And I'm excited for them. So I can't really disclose in the event that it doesn't happen, but they told me it's probably going to happen. I believe next Monday, they'll know for sure if it's happening. So I told them this is a great opportunity. They start the year off, with something that's hopefully revolutionary. People will be excited about this new product. And I think that, when we talk, them and I talk, they listen oftentimes to what I have to say.
Cool. So, very good.
Yeah. So that's going to be great to see this. Now, tell me about, so you said about 78 rooms, more or less, right? 78?
Correct.
Okay, so a lot of rooms.
Yeah.
This is larger than the previous shows that you've had.
Almost double 2022 because we still had COVID fear going on and there was a lot of concern there. So the show was down a few rooms last year, but we're basically double from where we were last year and up significantly from the prior years. So we're kind of, at this particular venue, where 80 rooms is the maximum I think that we could have. So we're at 78.
Wow. That's awesome, man. That's awesome to see this. This is the fourth year, right?
This is the fourth year that we've had it. Yeah. And awesome. Every year it's been a great success and the show gets better and better every year as we go along. And this will definitely prove to be the best year. And I'm really, really excited about it. I know the team, Bart, Sue, Denise, and Karen, they have worked tirelessly all year. This isn't something you slap together a month. The show. We literally start working on next year's show 1 week after this show ends. So we will be working on 2024 the end of February. We'll be meeting, we'll be putting together the contracts with the hotel, doing all that kind of negotiation, starting our ideas for marketing and on all that kind of stuff.
Interesting to know. Also this year, I must say, I use this opportunity to talk about what you have never done. I don't think any show out there does what you're about to do for YouTubers.
Yes.
So before we talk about that, I want to thank you in advance for that opportunity.
You're welcome.
And hopefully other shows throughout the world can follow what you are going to embark on. And I think that will be the case. You are a pioneer of this new idea, and I think others will follow. Okay, so why don't you talk to us about what you have going on for us YouTubers this year?
Back in the summer, I was talking to Bart, one of the other partners with the show, and we were talking about the importance of the YouTubers. I don't want to talk about other shows, but let's say there hasn't been open arms, for whatever reason. I don't know, but
agreed.
We decided to do the exact opposite. We decided to actively pursue the leading YouTubers. We're going to have Jay from Florida. We're going to have Jay from Canada.
Awesome.
We're going to have OCD Mikey. We're going to have Audiophile Junkie. We're going to have, approximately 8 or 10, of the YouTuber guys that are out there. And what we wanted to do was go above and beyond. So not only welcome the YouTubers with open arms, but we have set up a studio for the YouTubers to do their, wrap ups for the day. If they want to go in there and meet some of their, fans per se, that opportunity is all there. So we've gone above and beyond, to welcome the YouTuber guys with open arms because, from my side of the desk, in the retail space with Suncoast Audio, we're constantly, there's been a big paradigm shift from, 8 years ago, 5 years ago, I used to get calls from people say, well, I just read the latest review from Michael Framer, and I just read the latest review from Jonathan Valen, or whatever the case might be. Today, the calls are, I just watched Jay's latest video, or I just watched, so-and-so's video. And that's how a lot of people are getting their information today on products, on what's going on in the industry. It could be everything from budget, speakers all the way up to, crazy $300,000 amplifiers. And, that's how people are getting their information today. And we wanted to embrace that and welcome the YouTubers, because we feel that's an important part of the industry, because I'm seeing it firsthand on the front lines. Hence the reason why Suncoast Audio is probably one of the first dealers to have a proper studio, which I'm sitting in right here. We have our own channel, in stereo with Mike and Rick. We have other podcasts that we do. And people call me almost every day and say how much they enjoy our channel, whether we're just doing a quick video of a new amplifier or we're doing an interview with a guest here in the studio. People really enjoy it. So we're getting our information very differently today. And I think that's the important matter. So we welcome the YouTubers with open arms. I'm looking forward to seeing all of these guys, including yourself. Yeah,
me too. And just to give you guys an opportunity to talk to me, I have reserved for 2 different time slots. Room 1415. 1415 is a suite. I want you all to come in and see me and meet me in person Friday and Saturday, and you'll have an hour to essentially ask me any system related questions, anything that is bugging you about your system, any advice that I can help you with.
If during the show, Mike, we're seeing nobody in our room, we'll know why. They all went to see Jay.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope that this is just the beginning of us YouTubers being acknowledged, right? And recognized for the work that we do put in, because very few people, this because you're doing content. So you're definitely aware of it, but very few people understand that the grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. It's very hard to do what we do, the content, the time, thinking every day, what am I going to do a video about? What's my next video going to be about? So it really feels great to just know that the fruits of our labor are finally being recognized, and you're one of the first ones to do so. So
you're very welcome.
We really greatly appreciate that opportunity, Mike. So guys, room 1415, I will be announcing the time and the dates that I'll be available to answer all of your questions in person. Okay.
From a vendor's perspective, Jay, I just wanted to say, it's a great show, because we're going to have more press at our show than I think any other show in North America.
Wow.
So we are scheduled right now to have 54 members of the press from all over the world coming to cover the show, so that the YouTubers, the print media, magazines from the UK and in Europe, all over the world, we're going to have press there. So that when I'm looking at a vendor and and they're thinking, well, should I take a room? Should I buy a room and buy some banners and pay to ship the equipment? And let's just say it's a $8,000 to $10,000 investment. Let's just pull a number out for them. 54 members of the press. How much would that cost you to get that kind of media coverage? And so the ones not participating are certainly missing out. And, there's going to be tremendous coverage of the show. If you're not there, I'm telling you, you're going to be missing out on some great coverage. You can't get 54 members of the press to cover you for 8 to 10 grand in any other way. If you look at, other types of ways to spend the money on marketing, this is probably one of the best, is to do the show. Plus you get to meet all of the guests that are there and hearing your new products and create new customers. It's really a great opportunity for people. Okay.
One thing I want to articulate is, of course, I have to create some controversy. And there are a few brands that will not be there at the show. And I must say, I'm quite disappointed at this. Okay. And these brands are Wilson Audio, Rockport, Audio Research, and B&W speakers as well. To me, that's quite disappointing because they really don't have official representation at the show. Okay. They're resting on their laurels. And to me, that's just terrible for business. You are opening the door for the small companies to come in and keep hustling and steal food off your plate. And well deserved, by the way. And I applaud the smaller companies just literally driving hard and continuing to create more buzz, more narratives around their products. They deserve it. And I've been very, very vocal about the fact that it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's about what you're doing today. The past is written. We can't change it, but we can change today and tomorrow with our actions. Okay. So
Magico will actually be there, not officially, but they'll be in MSB's room, and MSB will be showing the new digital director with the Magico M2s. So they'll be there. Focal is actually going to be there, which is great because
awesome Focal.
I know I've been after them for a couple of years.
Kudos to you. I will be there to listen to your speakers, Focal. Yeah. Again, I got to be there. I want to see. Hopefully, they bring the big speakers. We'll see what they bring. But I got to be there. I got to hear Focal. So kudos to you guys.
No YG. There's no YG, which is a little surprising because they're just launching their new Peak series of speakers. So I'm a little surprised. As far as I know, they're not going to be there. Maybe a dealer will bring a pair of YGs. I could be wrong. But in official capacity, I don't believe so. But you can rest assured that we work for an entire year, speaking to manufacturers and telling them about the importance of doing the show and trying to get them to come. Esoteric is a first time vendor. Really excited to see them there. They'll be showing, I think, with the Canton speakers, I believe.
Okay.
Could be wrong. Lanchi will be there with Thrax.
Got it.
AD. We've got Acora, of course. In the Suncoast Audio rooms, I'll make a shameless plug and tell you that we'll have the Clarisis Audio Auditorium Neos there, which are our new ribbon speakers that we're importing into North America.
Okay.
We'll have Block Audio there. In the small room, we'll have the small Clarisis Minuet Neo speakers that people have probably seen on our YouTube channel. And then we'll also have Hagel. And we're really excited about Hagel. They approached us. They wanted to share the room costs with us. And they'll be showing their new H30A and P30A. And I believe the founder of Hagel will be there from Norway. So again, international. It's an international show. So we're going to have a lot of people there. Kalen's going to be there from Shinyata. Richard will be there from Shinyata. A lot of reps are coming, and we're really excited about that. So if you're interested in products and you want to get it from the horse's mouth, you can definitely talk to the reps, especially excitement around something like a Shinyata grounding system, the Altera. You can talk to Kalen yourself. And we will have live music. I think I mentioned Friday and Saturday night between 7 to 10.
Oh, perfect.
Nice. We'll have live music. If people want to hang around,
awesome,
grab a drink and listen to some live music, that will be down in the main area by the bar and the restaurant. We're going to have live music both nights, 7 to 10.
Mike, I want to thank you and your team. And I know you're probably
welcome. Thank you.
Packing up products and getting ready to get all these logistics situated and in place.
Yes.
I'm not going to take up any more of your time.
No problem.
Appreciate one more time, Mike, everything you do.
My pleasure.
YouTubers.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jay.
Guys, there you have it. Please make sure to visit the show, the Florida Audio International Expo, or Expo International, next week, next Friday, the 17th of February in Tampa, Florida. That's all I have for today, guys. Thank you for your support and your time. See you next week. Peace.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks.